How badly do you want it? Ask yourself that question. How badly do you want a set thing? I guess potentially a trigger warning as well. If I ever talk about any topics that can hit home. If there's a goal that you want, if there's a career, how bad? And the reason why we ask how bad is because you shouldn't just want something. You want to strive for it. So when I think about my career, no matter what God has chosen for me, whether it's this channel or it's something else, I ask myself, how badly do I want it? And here are some of the things that you should be knowledgeable about when you are getting into this kind of stuff. Oh boy. It means that you have to be okay with not seeing results for a set period of time until it finally makes sense. And you know something is working out behind the scenes, but you can't see it yet. It's like when you post that video, you know you put something out there for people to watch, but there is no active feeling of achievement because you haven't quote unquote seen it yet. And this varies from person to person, okay? For some people, they want millions of views. For some people, they want to reach the watch hour limit. For some people, they want to reach whatever. But the thing is, you have a goal, and the reason why it feels like it's not being met, it's not even because of laziness. It's something as simple as patience and also giving worth to the wrong things. That's why I ask you, how bad do you want it? If I were to tell you, okay, you want to be this, what if I told you you won't get clients for a while? Not that I'm going to speak like someone who knows everything, but as someone who has been through the grind. With this channel, for example, I did not obtain anything that is quote unquote helpful for me personally from this channel until a year. So for like 365 days, almost, literally just under, I'd say, I did not work with anything. I just made video after video after video. I didn't get anything from it. Nothing. Of course, I got some people's comments, their attention, and I'm grateful. But even with comments, I didn't have anyone. It was a desolate space. I had one person watching me. That's it. And sometimes all it takes is just one. So I just want to say, if there is something that you really want in this life, then you need to know that there will be a period of time where everything looks like it's against you, where everything feels like it's unattainable, or you just don't see it. You see other people get it. You know what I'm saying? Like there are many instances with this channel where I wanted to grow and I saw so many people just blow up around me. And it felt like it was testing my patience because every time I told myself I'm going to keep working harder, I keep seeing another video and then another video and then another video. You know, it got tiring. And I don't vilify people. You know, people have something going on behind the scenes. I can't see it. But, you know, it bugs me. And it's hard to think a little bit rationally when you're already mentally fatigued. But still, alhamdulillah, thank God. Just don't expect immediate gratification. Whatever your standard of success is, define it for yourself. And ask yourself this question, how bad do I want it? And before you can say how bad, here's another question. Do I want it bad enough? Because how bad do I want it shows that you are going beyond just wanting it bad. But what does that mean? It means that it's literally what you want. It means that you won't settle for anything else but that. And the thing is, with content, there's a lot of gray area in it because it's not reliable. You know, people say it's not reliable initially, but when you make it reliable, you're going to thank yourself. You're going to give yourself all the pat in the backs in the world. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. You have to work harder than most people. You have to make ends meet more because with content, it's unstable. With other things, it's stable. But if you tell yourself, you know what, I'm not settling for anything less, then you have to be on the grind 24/7. That explains why, don't copy me, by the way. That explains why I made like over 100 videos in just a few months. I basically uploaded every single day. In like 2 to 3 months, I made like 100 videos. That's how much I wanted it. And to this day, I still make videos. But obviously, you don't want to burn yourself out, but you do want to show yourself that you have enough passion for it. So during the time where my channel was so quiet, I could have given up. Before people discovered who I was, I could have given up. But I didn't. And because I didn't give up, I found those people now. There are people who support me actively, and I'm very grateful for those people. But if I didn't keep up my grind, I wouldn't have found those people, and I wouldn't have discovered a path for myself. So, yeah, define your perception of success, okay? And look around to see people around you as well. You guys don't have to take my word for it, okay? Like, maybe I'm not the most inspiring person with my position, but that's not what my video is about. It's about telling you that you won't see things straight away. But that doesn't mean that you don't move like someone who, quote unquote, doesn't have it. So even though sometimes I notice my views aren't great, I still make videos like someone who has views, like someone who still has all of that. I'm in alignment with the kind of person I want to be. And I think I'll make another video on alignment because I have a lot to say about this topic. And it's definitely about the mental rewiring and subconscious mind, which is one of my favorite topics to talk about. So I haven't actually done a deep dive on my channel, so that's exciting. But that's the thing. You are in alignment with who you want to be. If you want to be someone who is a good student, if you want to be someone who is successful in your studies, you have to study. And that is in alignment with being a student who studies. You know what I'm saying? Because when you study and when you memorize content, right, that's when you become closer to being that person. And then before you realize that you're a good student, you're a good example of so and so. And that's what it's like with content. Everything is a strategic game. I don't just make videos, I look at thumbnails, I look at different optimization techniques, I look at all of these things. But that's where I believe that it's God's timing because I've been doing all the right things. It's just He decides the how and the when. I just have to make sure I trust the who, which is Him, and keep going with my grind. But that's the thing. I really think that too many of us are focused on immediate gratification. And it's definitely social media's fault. Social media has programmed us to believe that we just need everything at a certain time. And life doesn't work like that. But I don't think anyone understands. Like, it's not something I can just say, oh yeah, it's this time is pretty. Therefore, let me just go at this age and this blah blah. No, life has ways to prepare us for the right things. Because people rush into things, they forget about the preparation. And that's exactly why some people feel overwhelmed when they get a desire, when they get something they want. So maybe with content, people can feel overwhelmed. Maybe they're not ready for hate. Maybe they're not ready. Ow. What the frick? That's diabolical. That is diabolical. Hey, you can't just do that to me. Oh my God. That's the thing. You can't just decide, okay, one time is pretty. You need to be prepared for it. So if I decide my content is, I don't know, good enough, or maybe one day it surprises the algorithm, I'll be honest. When one of my videos performed well on this channel, it was the one about loneliness, the one I did not plan, the one that still feels embarrassing to mention, but still got a lot of attention for my channel. I was overwhelmed. I wasn't prepared because when I saw people comment, I was like, oh crap, that's a lot of comments. That felt overwhelming. So had I felt like I didn't prepare enough, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm ready for this responsibility. So that's where I feel like God really tests us with things. At least this is my belief. I'm not trying to force any beliefs on anyone. But that's what I believe, that He prepares us to receive something. Because anyone can say, I want to be rich. Anyone can say, I want to make it on YouTube or any content platform, social media platform, whatever. But not a lot of us can say that you're ready to take on the responsibilities. Like, can you handle those bills? Can you handle those people? Can you handle those things? You can say yes now, but when you go through it, it's a whole nother story. It's like when my editing channel, when I finally managed to get a video that got more than 1 million views, it felt overwhelming. Where did these thousands of people come from? It felt amazing, of course it did, but it was overwhelming. And I wasn't ready for such a responsibility. And when I made more content, I was just on edge. I was like thinking, oh crap, will people like this one? Will people talk ill about this one? You know what I'm saying? There is constant pressure. The more you have, the more pressure you have as well. Well, we're back. I was bouncing on this one bit because my keyboard died. Yes, that is possible somehow. Anyway, let me just get around to it. Yeah. I'm not trying to say that you don't want it bad enough. That's not my intention. But what I'm saying is that it's too generic. We're in 2026 and people can't just get away with saying they want something. Back then, people used to be like, oh, wow, I want to be a doctor. I want to be an astronaut. Nowadays, people want to see that proof. Okay. So you think I don't have people in my life doubting in me and saying I can't do XYZ, I'm wasting my time all the time. And it stings, okay? It really hurts. But at the end of the day, I get to fulfill my dream. And what if I'm right? What if it works out? You know, we always get asked, what if it doesn't work out? What if it does work out? Genuinely. Why is it delusional to think positively? But it's so normal to think about the worst case scenario. That's the thing. Being realistic is almost like being pessimistic. I'm pretty certain there is an element of pessimism. I'm not saying everything's going to be picture perfect okay, but not everything has to be picture terribly perfect terrible. You know what I'm saying? I really, really want you guys to acknowledge that. Do your best for whatever you want to do. And don't let any external opinions ruin that drive. Take the disciplinary measures that you need, okay? Like, be gentle on yourself, but don't be harsh either. Like, what's the word? Be gentle on yourself, but be disciplined. That's another thing. Don't be like, oh, it's okay if I just miss one day. It's okay if I miss 10 days. Like, one day's fine. Okay, we need breaks. But don't be like, oh, yeah, it's okay if you take a year off. What are we doing, guys? Also, why am I finding so many of these? Alignment. I was just talking about it before. But seriously, whoa. That's the thing. You guys need to want it bad enough to make changes. Like this kind of channel, a lot of people won't take me seriously. They'll think, what are you doing? But when I tell them that, oh, these chats do exist, nice. Hell yeah. Oh, these are so pretty. You know what? I was telling myself I needed new tights. Like really sophisticated ones. Okay. I'm crafting these because I need it. I'm not trying to say that you have to be delusional or whatever, no. But you could be at least 5% better than how you are yesterday. That's possible, right? Come on, guys. But don't listen to what anyone else says. I once heard a great quote from a streamer that you can't lose if you don't quit. And that really got me because you are basically forced to improve. You're forced to get closer to winning. So if you keep improving, if you keep practicing, you're just going to get better and better. And there is genuinely no way to lose because you're getting better. So, of course, take breaks, guys. Don't be like me. But that's the thing. You got to prove that you want something bad enough. But I know, guys, when people have that doubt, it's agonizing. It's brutal. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own craft. You are responsible for the kind of person you be. And if no one believes in you, be the first, okay? And let me just say this. I believe in you, okay? I'll be the first. I believe in you. You've got this. Oh, boy. One sec. I do have a way I can do this. Takes a little bit of measure, but... Are you joking with me? Where did that star go? Frustrating. Why am I not surprised? Now we're just playing Chase the Star because this is very fun. It's not enough to say you want it. That's not an excuse, man. Like if someone just says, "Okay, why do you want it?" Because it looks fun. Pff, you kidding me? You have to. It's got to be like your oxygen. Well, not necessarily your oxygen, but like you have to have a hunger for it. Like this got to be like the kind of thing that doesn't let you sleep. Unfortunately, it is for me, but I don't mean that literally. I just overthink the crap out of things. But that's the thing. You guys have to see it in every form of your life. Like when I think about success, I see it everywhere. When I see people around me, I'm like, this is success. When I see even clouds, I can imagine sometimes that they look like things that I would align with someone who's successful. I know I could be a bit crazy like that, but that's the thing. That's how I see things. And that's what I've disciplined myself to think like. And like I said, if it's not this channel, something else. God has something for me. And I'm not just sitting still. I'm always searching. I'm always searching for ways. I'm not sitting still. I'm leaving my nest as I should. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really important to acknowledge that. Don't be lazy and don't just rely on God or any external forces and things and people. You owe this to yourself, and you are the only one to blame if it doesn't work and to credit if it does work. Well, for me, I would say it's God, but as an individual, it's just going to be you. And if things don't work, it's fine. When I mean blame, I'm talking about if it is attainable and you just choose not to do it. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but hey, this is fun. Alright. So yeah, ask yourself, okay, first of all, how bad do I want it? No, do I want it badly enough? Then ask yourself, how bad do I want it? And then you really think, okay, if you can go through something and realize you got no results, sometimes you don't even get money from it, sometimes you get no guarantee, no stability, just discomfort from it, but it's something you love to do and it's something good for the environment, just a good thing, morally correct and positive, but you get nothing from it. Are you okay with continuing? And then let's say you finally break through and you get something. Are you willing to go through that short period of time where it's so silent, where it feels like nothing you're doing is working, where it's like you're screaming into a void? Are you willing to do that? Because guys, if you aren't, you don't want it bad enough. Genuinely. Because if you want it so bad, you see it everywhere. You just do. And you don't even think about, okay, if it doesn't show up in my life, I'm so stubborn. If there is something I really want in my life, I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm just going to be like, you know what? It's fine. If it's not this, I'll find something else. But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on my main intention. I'm not giving up on that. Over my dead body. Like, I'm living basically for this. This is something I want to do. I'm not talking about Suzu, by the way. I'm talking about just generally being successful to my means. And let me explain, success looks different for different people. For some people, it's money. For some people, it's business. For some people, it's got to be more emotional. But that's the thing. It varies. I know this one's going to run away because it's huge. Right? I'm chasing after this again. Yeah, don't be doing this to me. It's like the star. How bad do I want it? You see how the star keeps running away from you? That's what life does to you. With things that you want in your life, it's going to tease you. It's going to make you think that, haha, I'm never going to come to you. But you have to be like, you know what? I'm not accepting your BS. And you chase after that thing like it's yours. And that's why you become a star and you obtain a star. That was terrible. I could have come up with a much better pickup line or something, but that's the thing. And because I was talking about these things, I attracted it and I chased a freaking star again. So yeah, I want you guys to take this lesson wisely. Not everyone will get this. Some people will think it's crazy, it's delusional, I don't care. But if you are serious, you know exactly what I mean. Like even the terminology I use, the being an alignment thing, some people might think, what the hell is she on about? Trust. If I do make a video about alignment though, I'm going to be such a nerd about that video. But that's the thing. I'm really passionate about it, having a good mentality and staying true to who you want to be. Who is it that you want to be? What does this kind of person do? Like, what do they do for a living? What kind of mentality do they have? What kind of zero tolerance policy do they have? Do they wake up at the same time you usually wake up? This person is you, just from the future. Remember that. And you have to be reasonable. You can't just say, okay, I want this to be a brat. You have to be like this because there's so many people who are like that. There are so many people doing content. There are so many people doing what I want to do. But am I going to give up and just say, okay, they want it too, so I'm giving up? Hell no. Because there's only one of me. There is something I have that they don't and something I don't have that they do. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't have to be a competition. We don't have to shove each other off the stage. We can share the stage. That's what I like to say. Because then you don't have to worry about anyone else being a threat. You're just alongside the same stage. Shine together, Queens or kings recognize other kings and queens. That's how it should be. You shouldn't be looking down at people. It's like watering a plant as well. You plant a seed and then that's it. You make sure it gets enough moisture, gets enough sunlight. You have to make sure you balance all those things. It's like life. Sunlight, the good things that happen, rainfall, sometimes the bad things that happen, but you need both of them. You need both the good and the bad to grow as a person and to expand. And that's how plants grow. So that's the thing. Too much good is not good. Too much bad is not good. You need to have recognition of both. And I think that's a very good way of looking at things because it humbles you as well. And at the same time, it makes you realize that you can work harder. And one more thing before I end this video is I believe in one thing, and it can be controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway because I really don't care. Hard work is not guaranteed success. Honestly, this world does not reward merits. This world has not got a meritocracy system. This world rewards you on your strategy and your discipline and your frequency, the kind of energy you emit. It doesn't reward hard work because sometimes you notice people work so hard they're always in the same space. But you notice people may quote unquote effortlessly reach something. And that's the thing. So yeah, I just want to say this. If you are serious, you would take every step towards it. Every step. Okay? And no matter how uncertain it looks, as long as you are doing everything within positive means, I think it's fine. Like for me, it's content. And yeah, some people do call me crazy and ask me why I don't do a simpler thing, but you know what? I'm hell bent on it. I'm gonna find a way out, inshallah, God willing. And he even placed this desire in my heart as well. So I really want it. That's the thing. It's like the star that I see right in front of me. I'm gonna run out of energy soon. Wait, let me just go down. Like I want the star, so I'm gonna aim for the star. But some people can tell me, okay, you can't get this star, but too bad. I want it. It's mine. You know? You have to be a bit selfish, but you're not trampling over anyone else. But at the same time, you do have to understand that you can't let other people trample over you with what you want to achieve. Yeah, okay, it's competitive at times, but I don't care. I'm not here for the competition. I'm here for me. There is something I uniquely provide and I want to share that. Even if I don't know what it is yet, I discover it. So yeah, that's how I want you guys to think. And it's not just content, it's anything. Whatever it is in your life, a dream, an objective, whatever, okay? And your means of success doesn't always have to be money, doesn't always have to be linked to whatever I've been talking about. But whatever it is, guys, just know that it is up to you to do stuff. Not BSing, not trying to be corny, not trying to do some motivational stuff. I'm telling you, if you want it bad enough, you would go. And for anyone who's been watching this video, and honestly, people who do, take notes because what I say here will really help you. And sometimes I even write things down. That's how passionate I am. Literally written down. Like I ensure that it's somewhere physically, backed away and stocked away. So that's what I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I would really love to hear how you guys handle things. It almost feels like I'm mentoring people, but I'm not a mentor. I just want to tell you guys to go after things with reason and with passion, and not with what's the word? Not with naive passion, not with the generic childish I want it kind of stuff, but the professional, ambitious, no BS I want it kind of, if you know what I mean. So yeah, take active steps towards it, be realistic, and wanting it bad enough will show in your actions. So what actions do you take? Ask yourself this as well. What actions do you take that reflects how bad you want something? If you do nothing about it and you keep saying you want it, not good enough. But if you're telling yourself, I've been doing this for the past year, I've been doing this for the past few months, amazing. Keep at it. And if you haven't started yet, it's fine. Everyone has a place where they should begin. So yeah, don't shun yourself and just remember you've got this. So yeah, please support my coffee page as well and my merch. I will be launching new products again very soon. I'm working on more doodles. So yeah, bye.